have him
I
go
feel
for
like I
six
should
touchdowns like
have
Kamara.
something Christmassy.
Your monitor in the back corner.
Hold up, I'm gonna get something Christmassy. Boom! Christmas tree. Right there. What is going on, guys? Merry Christmas and welcome back. It is Nick's Picks, week 16 of the NFL season. And for this Christmas special, I am joined, as always, by Ben. Ben, Merry Christmas. It's week 16 of the NFL, even though technically, as of recording this, as you all know, we record this on Tuesday. Week 15 isn't even over yet, so it's week 16 though, and we have to pick games with 2 games still to go in week 15. So how you doing?
Honestly, I don't know what to do anymore, dude. I'm seeing like, oh, Atlanta might have Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts in the Pro Bowl. I'm like, okay, sounds cool. That's all I got. Oh, and they might make the playoffs. Even though I hope. I hate seeing them in the hunt. I just want them not to be, so they can just tank for a higher pick. That's my Christmas wish, but.
So, even though week 15 isn't quite yet done, the 2 games that are left over, the Eagles and the Washington football team, and then the Rams and the Seahawks, me and Ben both picked the same teams to win each of those games. So the point differential isn't really going to change much. Neither of us had them as like the main picks either, so they're each worth 1 point to us. So we're each getting both 2 points, we're both getting 1 point, or we're both getting no points. But either way, currently I have pulled ahead of Ben in the picks. He's been ahead for the last 2 weeks, but I finally got the lead back after getting all my main picks right last week, even though I didn't get my 2 point. Thanks a lot, Kirk. But it is 165 to 164 in the unnamed bet. Ben, you're down 1 now. Suck it.
All I'm going to say is I was leading last year for a long time. I'm just patiently waiting.
And you are a Falcons fan, so you were doomed to choke it. I'm not a Falcons fan, Ben. Giants don't choke games. We lose them way, way before the fourth quarter. Except that one game against the Eagles that we don't talk about anymore. But like,
and against the Washington football team.
Fuck off. So before we get into our week 16 picks, I want to say again, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I hope you enjoy your Christmas day. There will be some football on Christmas Day, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I do hope you guys enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy it with your family, with your friends, whoever. But have a Merry Christmas, a safe and happy holiday. But we do start week 16 with the game of the week, and one of those Christmas Day games is the Colts going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Arizona Cardinals lost to the Detroit Lions last week. What is this Cardinals team? Like, what is this Cardinals team? 5 weeks or 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, we were both saying, wow, this is the most quiet 10-2 team in like league history. They're honestly a good all around. They're doing great.
You're a Super Bowl favorite.
Now they lose a couple of games. And it's like, what is up with Nick's picks? And every time we mention a team, they start doing bad. I will say this, though. The Indianapolis Colts, we have been talking highly about these last couple of weeks, and they've just been getting better. So, I'm sorry, Colts fans, for doing this. I am picking the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Arizona Cardinals 27-24. And if I jinx this and the Colts start doing bad, like I said, I'm sorry, Colts fans, but at least we'll know. At least we'll know that it's a real thing.
All right, my game of the week is the rematch. It's going at it again. Bill Belichick against the team he also owns in the Bills.
Sir, I'd like to make a bold prediction. You're not picking Buffalo?
No, I am picking Buffalo, dude. To lose this game.
That's what I thought.
If it was in Buffalo, I would consider it. But the fact that it's home and Belichick literally outcoached McDermott, and McDermott tried to say, no, I wasn't outcoached, proceeds to say why he was outcoached. I'm taking the Patriots in this one. I don't like to say it. I hate saying it, but when Bill Belichick can apologize to the media, you know that this is a different year. So I am taking the Patriots to win this game 28-24. God help us all, the Patriots completed the 1-year rebuild.
I will say
that's
this,
how you know you're good. You completed 1 year.
They lost to the Patriots last time in like one of the windiest games in NFL history.
Probably the most, honestly.
You lose Josh Allen, which is, your whole team. So, we move on to the upset picks of the week. Now, there weren't too many upsets. Like, when we look through the upsets, I mean, we're a little technical when we go looking through this. We kind of look at the odds, and if it's, below 3, we don't really pick that as an upset because it's a close game in that aspect. I don't even feel that confident about this one, but I'm going to go with it. The Chicago Bears going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Chicago Bears are not good, and they just got eliminated officially from the playoffs last week after their loss to the Minnesota Vikings. So, and on top of that, Justin Fields took quite a hit, which got Kendricks ejected, but who knows if Justin Fields is going to pass through all concussion protocols, if he's okay, if they even want him to keep playing, if they're already eliminated at this point. But either way, the reason why I picked this as my upset instead of any of the other ones is because, look, I am just going to keep bashing on Seattle until they trade Russell Wilson to the New York Giants. Seattle, you're trash. You are doing... Look,
I can't with you. Really? Really?
In all honesty, Seattle does have a lot of problems, and whether or not Russell Wilson does go to the New York Giants or any other team, I do think that he's in the last couple years of his prime, so it's really, really time for him. I mean, if he wants to win another Super Bowl, the way Seattle is going right now and the way that their team is built, I don't think that's with Seattle.
And you think it's the Giants?
I didn't say that, but I do think that Seattle is on a very hefty decline, and sure, why not? We'll take the Chicago Bears. Don't know if I ever said the score, but we'll say it now. 21-20, Chicago over Seattle.
All right, my upset is going to be one that you attempted not that long ago, and that is an NFC East showdown between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, obviously, Washington hasn't played yet, so no idea how they're going to look. And you know what? I thought to myself, I shouldn't pick a team that hasn't played technically as a recording, but it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll get some dumb luck my way, as I always tend to do sometimes. So I am picking the Washington football team to upset the Dallas Cowboys 27-20 under no technicality. Literally just, I want to see if I could get this upset over you. That's literally the only validation. There's no stats.
I almost picked this as my upset this week too, but
I literally have no backing whatsoever. I don't even know what quarterback's going to start for Washington. There is no reason I should pick Washington, but you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
We move on to our picks of the week. Now, the New York Giants go up against the Philadelphia Eagles, and Ben has one hell of a weekend for him if the Falcons lose this game. But
you said it against the Jets. You said this for the Jets. I'm remembering.
And did you beat the Jets? No, you lost to the Jets, right?
No, they beat the Jets.
Yeah, you ended up beating the Jets. Yeah, so I didn't have to talk
by like three
yeah,
points.
So I didn't get to talk.
But we're not going to talk about that.
But I didn't get to talk shit about that because they won. If they lose this game, I'm talking shit. I'm here to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles against the New York Giants. Now, I'd like the Giants to win this game. Honestly, it does look like they're finally going to be starting Jake from State Farm against the Eagles. He had about 3 minutes of playtime against who the fuck did the Giants play? I didn't even watch their game. We went and watched Spider-Man No Way Home. Best movie of all time, by the way.
Yeah.
But Endgame was better. But
they played the Cowboys.
They played the Cowboys last week. They lost to the Cowboys. Oh yeah, my dad texted me about that. They lost to the Cowboys 21-6 or something like that. Cool, whatever. They're probably going to lose this week again to the Philadelphia Eagles 27-20. But I'd like to see if Jake from State Farm, I'm only ever going to call him that, by the way, is something good. And, maybe you'll be hearing me say that for years to come, and it'll never get old. Trust me. I will never get sick of calling him that.
All right, and now, either after this weekend, I will be upset because my team wins, or after this weekend, I'll be upset because my team loses. This is literally the worst week for me because I want my team to lose. I want to lose so we get a better draft pick, but it's Detroit. I don't know what to do in this situation.
Some integrity left, right?
They lost to Detroit last year on the last second, and watch that happen again. But this is probably going to be the last week because Atlanta's last games are against the Bills and the Saints. It's probably going to be my last time even having any confidence, even though that's probably not the word I would use here, of picking Atlanta to win. I have them beating Detroit 24-21. Honestly, if they lose, I'm probably going to be in an alcohol-induced coma.
I know we don't normally mention the picks for ours underneath, but this is the second one I'm doing for this episode. But I'm doing it. I'm picking Detroit. I have to. I mean, I know I just took the lead and all, but they beat Arizona last week. If they beat Arizona, they could beat Atlanta. We move on to the wild card picks of the week now. There has been no other team in the history of the NFL to do this, I believe. I mean, if there has, correct me if I'm wrong. But there is a certain team in this league that lost 7 straight games. And since then has won 6 straight games. We talk about turnarounds with the Kansas City Chiefs. We talk about turnarounds with the Indianapolis Colts. The Miami fucking Dolphins have turned this shit around. And out of nowhere,
they were my underperforming team, and since then, they have, I think they got insulted by me. I don't know why, but
another Knicks picks tragedy. But they go up against the New Orleans Saints this week, who just are coming off a 9-0 victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the only reason I'm picking the Saints to win this game is because of that defense. I think that it's going to be a little bit too much for this Dolphins offense to handle. And I know there's not a whole lot of offense coming out of New Orleans right now, but can you please just put up 24 points and give me my score prediction too? That'd be kind of nice. 24-23. I have the Saints beating the Dolphins. That is the Monday night game, I do believe. And look, I do think that the Saints are a good team and deserve to be in the playoffs. But after losing Jameis Winston and the fact that they just have no offense left, it's at this point, it's just do what you can. But Saints 24-23.
All right, and for my wild card pick, it is my ride or die with the Super Bowl picks, and that is the Los Angeles Rams, because you know what? At least they're doing okay. They are playing against the Minnesota Vikings, and I don't think that this will be entirely close, but the reason why I want to talk about this game specifically is because if you can win a game by not even throwing over 100 yards like Kirk Cousins, what the fuck, man? I get it, their defense did better, like, overall. Like, that their defense was the more story, even with Kendricks. I don't think that was a dirty hit. I don't think he intended that, but, that's neither here nor there. But I do think the Rams are still going to keep trending upward. They're finally getting all these pieces that they got with Von Miller and Odell, finally getting them involved more in the system, getting them more reps and getting them more into what they need to do to win games and do what I said in the preseason, to make a Super Bowl run and hopefully, so I can get it, win the Super Bowl. So I have the Rams beating the Minnesota Vikings 28-24. I really don't have anything else to say about this game outside of my 2-point, which I will get to, but we'll see what happens.
So those are our picks for the week, guys. Here are all the other picks that we didn't talk about this week. If you want to pause and look at any of these picks, go ahead and do so now. But these are all the picks we didn't talk about of the week. So for the 2-point conversion, I wanted to do something a little bit festive. I mean, it's our Christmas special, our Christmas episode, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to do something special for my 2-point conversion Christmas. Well, have you heard of the song? I'm sure everybody has, the 12 Days of Christmas. Everybody knows that song, classic Christmas carol. Well, NFL fans, you will be getting the 12 touchdowns of Christmas this year. There are
What?
2 Christmas Day games this year. It is the Cleveland Browns going up against the Green Bay Packers, and as I mentioned earlier, the Indianapolis Colts going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Between those 4 teams, you will see the ball get into the end zone 12 total times for the 12 touchdowns of Christmas. So on Christmas Day, there will be 12 total touchdowns scored. That is my 2-point conversion. That's 3 touchdowns per team, at least 21 points per team. It doesn't have to be 3 per each. It can get split however it wants, but 12 touchdowns between 4 teams on Christmas Day. Hopefully, there's not a lot of defense.
All right. So my 2-point is a little. You gotta work with me here. So I have, with both my wild card and my game of the week, involved with this 2-point, and that is that my Super Bowl pick, the Rams, will do so good, and that your Super Bowl pick, the Bills, will do terrible. And my reasoning is that the Rams will beat the Vikings by more points than the Patriots will beat the Bills. So I need the Bills to lose and the Rams to win. And
That's
I need
like
the
a
Rams.
5-parter. Holy shit.
And I need the Rams to score more points, have a bigger score.
Do you realize how
differential.
small the text is going to be under your fucking box there?
Basically, the Rams will win the game by more points than the Patriots will against the Bills.
So those are our picks for the week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It'd be a hell of a Christmas gift to me if you haven't done those things already. And like I said before, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you enjoy your Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Ben, is there anything you want to say before we head out for Week 16?
Got to see Spider-Man with you on Sunday. I got all my Christmas gifts in. I get to relax until Friday before I go into work. But we're not going to talk about that.
Real quick before we do head out, we are trying to record the tier list right after recording this video. Hopefully it will be up by this weekend. There are some technicality issues with recording it, but we're trying to figure that out right now. If it's not up by Saturday, it will be up for next week. I promise. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great one. Peace. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.